Plot,
Saga?
Arkanoid,
Literally?
Do It Again, picks up 5 years after the events in Arkanoid, in which the spacecraft Valve defeated DOH with its energy ball. In the 9th Star Dawn, Commander Thurl writes a log entry recounting the defeat of Do and stating that their search for a new home goes on. On the 11th Star Dawn, the sensors of the interstellar arc Arkanoid pick up a stunning new Terra-class planet and dispatch the Vals to conduct colonization surveys. Vals is warped by DOH, which is surrounding the planet and evidently seeking revenge. After the player defeats the boss in round 33,
Meanwhile, Hunter is
Vals
a dumbass.
escapes Do's realm and returns to the Arkanoid, where it is now the 14th Star Dawn. The planet was a hoax. The same ending occurs after defeating the boss on round 66, destroying both the planet and the credits again.
And thanks to that, my feetings are clear.
After defeating the final boss on round 99, time starts flowing backwards. The mouse escapes for a third time, but it's finally able to land on the planet on the 13th Star Dawn. Commander Thurl declares that they have found their long-sought home, but will not repeat the mistakes of the past, and humanity and environment will coexist together. I'm sorry, I thought the planet was a hoax.
Okay, a couple things about that. One, about a third of the way through, my brain just glazed over and kept repeating "chocolate rain." Secondly, I was entranced by the subtitles on the screen. It wasn't entirely accurate, but it was incredibly entertaining.
La Rosa's Spectrum
That's the rule.
cable to land on the planets on the 13th Saturday.
I kept.
Yeah.
I'll be perfectly honest. I kept expecting to see Colonel what's his name's speech pop up in the subtitles.
Lolly Lulelo.
But yes, I agree with you, Spud. Hunter is a dumbass. He saw a button and decided to hit it.
Where did he go?
He's not here. Don't worry about it. It's just setting up for a cutscene.
Okay, well,
We need to
They're
take
like,
him to
Hunter
task.
has to be trapped, so let's just trap him at some point when you're halfway through
Yeah.
this or whatever.
Let's
Also,
leave him. He keeps kidnapping our children.
Also, bear in mind,
Bastard.
it's dumber than you think, because all he had to do was to stand behind the button, and the trap wouldn't have worked.
You can now freeze enemies.
wow. Exclusive power.
Yeah, he's
You'll need it for platforming.
Oh, good.
Some bearer sold us a laser defense system to protect us from Rhinox, but with these flippers...
Oh, is this the one where you have to
can't even
freeze the
turn it
penguins?
on. You'd have no trouble using it, though. Just walk inside. When you're done, press the action button.
What sounds like
and you'll
Diedrich Bader.
Not quite. Needs to sound slimier.
Also, Spud gets to live out his unfulfilled child fantasy of being the mean kid with the magnifying glass.
Why did you
when did
assume
I-
that's a
Why-
childhood fantasy of Spud's?
Because he can't work up the awful stuff to do it himself. So now he's doing it in a video game.
That's
This
still
is
a heck
an
of an
extremely
assumption.
specific energy. And
I think you might be projecting there.
I'm pretty sure most people's anger is normally worked out by just like punching video game enemies normally.
It's possible. But I like my headcanon better because it makes no fucking sense.
But I'm an actual person.
Don't headcanon people. This is why you don't write fan fiction about people.
Oh, hold on, give me a second. Let me set my my
I'm
fanfiction.
sorry, let me go
on fire.
recover my extremely old like Beatles magazines that were all like self-insert fanfiction.
Okay, now that just sounds mean.
I do not actually own any of those, but that was a real thing.
Not terribly
There were a
surprised.
lot of like band magazines that were mostly about like the reader dating the band members.
Sounds oddly specific.
It is oddly specific. It happened for a lot of bands though. It's a 70s thing, really.
Who the hell's? Oh, I keep forgetting that the bot for one of the One Piece servers is called Peko Mamushi. And I keep it's like, who is that user? It's a
What?
bot. No, no, really.
Just the fact you're One Piece servers?
Discord servers, yes.
Huh. I haven't seen any of them myself, so
It's a very small one, so you probably wouldn't
yeah, I
have.
shouldn't be surprised.
It's very underground. You probably haven't heard of it.
We buried it. That's why it's
Well, we're-
underground.
Spyro wearing the appropriate glasses as he starts bragging about how cool he is for using the underground One Piece server.
We buried it on that's where the One Piece is. It's buried underground somewhere.
Can you prove it's not?
Not necessarily. Also, I hate the timing on those big enemies.
The ones in this stage seem to be especially...
Easy to get up to the.
Just a slight bit of jank. But yeah, somebody decided to make a bot called Peko Mamushi with a little turtle icon on it. And every time somebody swears in it, we joke about the bot eating all the bad words.
I have no frame of reference for that joke.
One Piece is weird. That's all you need to know.
Yep.
Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum.
No, we do not use that song here.
Are you channeling Jawa?
What?
In what way?
In the Casimir way.
Yeah, that. Oh, wait, I don't think you actually watched that particular campaign. The ridiculous the ridiculous vampire accent that Jawa used.
No, I didn't watch the Blood Virulent.
You should. It's kind of amazing.
It was a good campaign.
Yeah.
Virulent.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna have to do that a lot.
It wasn't you, it was Dread.
I think we pronounced it like 7 different ways before the campaign was over.
It doesn't matter. I'm being pedantic. I'm being extremely pedantic about it.
I know, it's funny.
Language is made up. I shouldn't be as stuffy about it.
Thanks for helping out, Spyro.
What is this? An elbow? That'll never catch on. Your words are stupid.
Shut up, Shakespeare! Nobody thinks your writing's any good.
Side note: have you seen the variations on the name image for Shakespeare?
You're a sports
No, I haven't.
As you probably know,
Shakespeare was writing the time before standardized spelling in English.
Sport of cat hockey. Today's match
Oh,
is
Well, there's
God.
8 different ways to spell, well, anything, really.
Head on in, Spyro. It should be a thrilling match.
Hey, look, it's shitbag. I mean, money bags.
Yep.
The challenge to Rhinoc to a traditional
Can you
game
freeze
of
him?
cat hockey.
I don't remember if you can.
Great.
I like how there's this whole thing that about like the about Moneybags
This is usually
saying
cool.
like, I hope there's no accident for the local team. It turns out there is, but it's not anything he could have caused.
Oh, I remember cat hockey. Yes.
Yeah, it's like, I was just going to play a friendly game of hockey.
scoring in the
Go
wrong
freeze
goal.
these cats!
Wait, am I own goaling? Damn it.
You were own goaling twice.
But this one's marked with my face.
Yep.
That's not how marcation works.
No, it's not.
You were playing from the then. That's also not how marcation works.
I just noticed something. When you freeze the cats, their tail is sticking out, and it's still wagging.
Presumably to reassure you that they're still alive.
Yes.
Yeah, that, I guess. But,
Yeah.
That is how being frozen works.
yeah, because I was going to say, I don't think that's how being frozen works. I would think that the tail would just go limp. Oh, it's scratching the little post in there.
Yeah, it's you're literally hurting cats.
Oh, okay. You said hurting. I thought you said hurting with a U. And I was like,
And it's
what?
I didn't even. I'm not even going to comment.
Okay,
well,
I
yeah, you are hurting
It's
cats.
been gloating. You should ask for a Great.
drew this guy in particular. Did you just own goal again?
Yeah, at the very end.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Shazbot.
Yeah, they just slide a long
The
way if you let
Shazbot.
them.
See, that's the goal he's defending, therefore,
Yeah,
that
I
should
know.
be the goal that you're aiming for.
It's probably a
this
bad
nonsense?
sign that this like entire section of the game has slid out of my brain.
Like a frozen cat.
Da da da
Kinda.
da da da. Ice level jokes.
I didn't mean that as a pun in any capacity.
It's
I
too
just-
late.
I just meant like I flat out do not remember it.
It's too late.
I mean, you're correct. That doesn't mean you're right.
I'm out of culture.
She is technically correct. The most useless kind of correct.
It's a good thing you can just freeze this guy.
Yeah. Wouldn't be any good in a fair fight. It's pain enough just to get the points when I'm playing by myself.
Freeze him again!
I can refreeze the cats without a cooldown, but the enemy, you have to wait until he's completely unfrozen.
Why is he hit your cat?
That doesn't help him in any way.
Well done.
What?
The championship cup.
Mean. That was just casually mean.
You gave that
But,
Rhinox such a
No, I guess it's over.
That is a butter. That was definitely a butter looking child.
I paid 800 gems for that privilege.
Huh. Bah.
Matt.
Bah.
Oh, that reminds me. There's a thing.
The goat. He screams like a man. I'm so tired.
I don't
One of my favorite comics.
It's so good.
I don't know why that's funny. But
Have you heard a goat scream?
Yes, I have.
I've heard a goat scream. Yes.
Spyro, I have just
One of my
received
favorite-
word from
one
Have
of
you
my
heard an
favorite-
elk scream?
Appears to be having some trouble with the-
I thought like elks and deer like they almost bark like dogs. Maybe
I
I'm
was-
confusing. Might be confusing it for another animal.
Time to play Punch Out.
Mm-hmm.
I was treated to a wonderful video the other day of an elk performing a mating call.
Oh, I bet that sounded lovely.
The elk
It
noises.
sounded like a ghost.
Elk
It
noises
sounded
are
like a
spooky enough
bedsheet
that.
ghost.
Yeah.
And apparently in one town there's a competition to see who can make the best elk noise, presumably just to annoy all the funny elks.
Elk noises are spooky enough that there's a reason I used it as like the big dragon type monster in my root game.
It... That's a wonderful boss.
Hey, look, it's the Yeti from Spyro 2.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
Or well, probably.
There's a distinct design difference between Nice Yeti and Mean Yeti.
Yes. Well, you see, one grew up with a cell phone and the other didn't.
Did Bentley just do a backflip? surprisingly agile for something so big.
One of
Give
them
him
has
the old
ears and the other one
rope-a-dope.
doesn't.
It's not like there's a stamina meter.
These two are completely different species of Yeti.
They are.
They even have different toe counts.
They do.
Look at that.
I don't know why you were looking at feet, but
I'm sorry. They are 15% foot.
you know, the most important part of the Bigfoot. The face. Where it gets its name.
Big face.
Maybe this is just what sexual dimorphism looks like in Yetis.
So does that mean you're beating up a woman?
Oh, I mean, maybe, but this is clearly a boxing match that both parties agreed to, so I mean, I don't really see a problem with that.
As long as they're consenting.
Remember, safe, saying consensual, and always perform aftercare.
Okay.
Consent is important because otherwise it's a crime.
You okay there, buddy?
There's a cop arrest going on right across the street, and I'm hearing I can't breathe. What the actual fuck is going on?
You should probably,
May
get
need to grab
watching.
your phone and type something.
Yeah.
I think you're making it up because I've never seen a cop arrested ever.
No, a cop arresting somebody.
I know that's what he meant, but what he said was cop arrest, and I was like, I haven't seen that ever.
I got a skill point for that, apparently.
Nice. Good work.
I think it's because you didn't lose.
Rico.
Oh yeah, I think doing it without getting knocked out is...
Riku.
Speaking of self-insert fanfics,
Yeti in 2 rounds, okay.
Riku, I looked for you. I looked everywhere for you. And it's just a small dragon with glasses.
Wah.
Riku, what happened? It's a long story.
I just want to remark that the baby dragon was born with glasses, or that actually the reason these dragons are all so relatively active and they already have names and stuff is that they have been born. They just like to live in the egg sometimes.
So they're Pokemon.
I think it's more just dragons are magic.
I wonder what part of the genetics contains glasses.
I'm just as curious about the part that contains trucker hat, because we've seen that too.
Jasper.
That was maybe the most American I've ever heard you. Jasper.
Jasper.
Look at my trucker hat.
There are certain words I've heard much more with an American accent than I have in the British one.
Fair enough. I don't think there's too many British Jaspers.
Christ. Fucking hell.
That sounded really weird to my ears.
Yeah, I imagine. Like I said, there's probably not too many of them.
That was like the audio version of that picture of a Reese's peanut butter cup, but it contains baked beans.
Oh, goodness.
Well, I mean, it could be worse. It could be the set of dice that looks like baked beans put into a can of baked beans.
Yeah, that was too much when it was in the can of baked beans.
Yes.
It was fine otherwise somehow. Is this something sold by you going, yes, there actually is a nail gun going off? Or...
Well, no, what it is somebody's playing...
Spud, go towards the pyramid steps.
Well,
Don't forget,
also-
there's a penguin. There's a penguin right next to the area who you can turn into an ice block.
There's also that, like, platform there with... Oh, I guess I can just jump down from the pyramid there.
Yeah.
What
There
actually
we
is
go.
the name of that game?
That penguin wasn't your enemy. You just froze one of your allies for no particular reason.
Yep.
Ally is a strong word.
This is true.
Well, on the one hand, they hate money bags, so you at least have that going for you.
They bought
Everyone
something
hates
from-
money bags.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a common cause to, someone to hate.
Ripto hated money bags.
Just Spyro nodding to himself going, actually Ripto wasn't that bad. Ripto also hated capitalism.
Socialism is when capitalism.
Yeah, that's definitely how it works.
Yep.
No, I've actually run into that. I'm on a lot of political servers. It's like, you don't know a damn thing about this subject. Stop talking.
Oh, thank goodness it's over.
Yes, you're done with this level. Get out.
Oh,
I didn't see that baby's name, but they're very, very big and chubby, and I like them.
His name is Cecil.
Cecil!
Yes, very cute, chunky little baby dragon. But yes, that's actually been one of my pet peeves over the last 5 years.
And the adventures of Hunter continue.
Hello.
Oh.
I thought you might.
Oh
be
yeah, that's
hungry.
right. This cutscene.
Thanks. Did you bring any chips?
I'm sorry this happened, but
Bianca's outfit
I
has
tried to
changed,
warn
which
you.
means she's now a hero.
I had to help
Yep.
Spyro rescue the
Or at
eggs.
least going through character growth.
You just don't understand. If we don't
Or
bring
like it's a
dragons back
different
to this
day.
world soon, all
Well, the
our
thing is,
magic will
all
be
she did
lost.
was take off her
The
hood
dragons used to live here?
and like
Yes,
open up her
this
jacket.
was their original home. But a long, long time ago, the sorceress
That counts.
banished them to the other side of the world. She didn't realize the dragons were
You know,
the
I
source
wonder
of all
if
our
that
magic.
that enlarged bang
Maybe
that she
I could
has
convince the dragons
ever
to come
gets on her
back,
nerves.
if you let me go.
Wait, that worked?
I'm sorry.
That
I
almost
can't.
worked?
Almost.
It almost worked.
They're
Getting,
large.
getting Hunter to trick you is a special kind of what?
Hunter's not tricking her. He's just trying to play cool.
Okay, maybe trick is a strong word. Using his charisma,
Using his thinker.
He has one?
I mean, it's gotta... something pilots him.
It's mostly just
I-
ego.
Yeah, well,
no, I always thought it was like a little mouse with little tiny controllers.
yeah. Everyone's got a Ratatouille or two.
A little mouse.
I'm just stuck thinking of Ratatouille.
Of course.
What?
Ratatouille. It's in my Bim Bam bit.
Oh, okay. I was like,
It's-
this is obviously a reference to something that I don't know what.
The pitch that obviously there would be rats inspired by what Remy did, which was control a human being.
And not all of them would
So
decide
what-
to become chefs. One of them might be like, yeah, I'm gonna be an assassin. Hence, Ratatouille.
There.
Okay, so it's not as stupid as I thought it was.
I mean, it was a
No, it
was
is
a gag
incredibly
for
plausible.
it was a gag for a podcast, so it didn't have to be not stupid.
Yes.
It's also a
Fair.
frighteningly plausible sequel.
Yeah, Disney
I-
totally gonna do an assassin movie.
I mean, well, okay, so they did a movie about Deadpool. That's Marvel Studios. That's owned
Dream
by
seems
Disney.
to be Frozen, Spud.
Ooh, I might have just crashed. I might have just frozen. All right.
Ironically, after getting out of the Frozen ways,